Hey guys, it's Ty the Fish Guy, and I'm here to talk about a fish I don't typically keep, and that fish being the goldfish. Although it is a pretty fish, it's not my favorite type of fish, but I've grown accustomed to having this guy in this tank. Now, the goldfish has been in the hobby since probably it began, and you can see why. They're not too hard to keep. They're very easy to please. You hardly have to do much. With that being said, there's a lot of misconceptions about goldfish. You cannot keep a goldfish in a bowl. No matter how you get the fish, no matter who you get the fish from, do not keep a goldfish or any kind of fish really in a bowl. This fish is currently inside of my 6-gallon tank. I was using this tank for breeding guppies, but my guppy population, as I mentioned in my other video, is out of control, so I'm just letting them do what they do in their own tank instead of trying to selectively breed them. I'm not trying to sell them, but if I was, I would reopen this tank. With that being said, I have bamboo shoots that have sprung off of my bamboo shoots that are in my beta tank, which I haven't shown you guys yet. These bamboo shoots have been split and they're being held down by these ornaments that are in the tank. I typically don't keep ornaments in the tank. There's nothing wrong with them. It's just I like a natural tank. But they are doing a good job of anchoring my bamboo shoots that typically like to float unless anchored into something. Up by the filter I have a philodendron plant. Now, I heard you could raise pothos plants inside of fish tanks, and they take different ammonias and nitrates out of the water that can be harmful to your fish, and it also makes a nice plant that grows around your room. So I realized that philodendron looked very similar, and I accidentally got that instead. So I wound up putting that in my tank, and you have to be careful with it because it is poisonous to certain fish. But I haven't had problems with it. I have it in my goldfish tank, my guppy tank, and my nano tank, plus my beta tank. So it hasn't caused me any issues, and this one in this tank is growing towards this light like crazy, and this is just a desk lamp that I have rigged up. It's not anything special. Yeah. But as to the goldfish in this tank, goldfish are happy in 50 to 80 degree water, which means you really don't need a heater in their tank, which makes them another low budget fish. Now, this is where people that get goldfish in the bowl mixed up. You can't keep a goldfish without a filter. Goldfish cause so much waste that even in this 6-gallon tank, this 10-gallon filter is having a hard time keeping up with all the debris that he causes on the bottom of this tank. So definitely keep a goldfish inside a tank with a filter. Another thing that people that raise goldfish in bowls don't realize is that goldfish are relative to carp. And if you know anything about carp are huge fish. If you've ever seen koi, they're also relatives to the goldfish. They also get very big. Goldfish can get up to, I've seen a foot-long goldfish. In this tank, he won't reach a foot long, but he will be very uncomfortable if I kept him in this tank for his entire life. Goldfish will easily outgrow this 6-gallon tank. They'll outgrow a 20-gallon tank if you give them the right nutrition and the right resources to do so. So, just, it's in general, keep fish out of bowls. I was guilty of it for a while, but I've now moved all my fish into tanks. I don't keep anything in bowls. And that's just something you learn along the way in the hobby. I don't jump on people that have fish in bowls. I just inform them that it's not the right thing to do. You wouldn't want to be crammed into a tiny space. I don't care how small the fish. You wouldn't want a tiny space. Don't put your fish in a tiny space. But this goldfish has grown on me, and I plan to keep it unless maybe a cousin of mine would want it, or a close friend of mine, because I do care for the animals I keep, and that's important in the hobby. So, if you liked this video, hit the like button. If you didn't, try another one. And I'm sorry if I'm not the right guy for you. But like, comment, and subscribe, and feel free to comment. I'm open to conversations in the chat. Have a good day, guys.